Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, this, as promised, is the correction show for reviewing every map this week with the Tides mod inadvertently left switched on, which broke some maps more than it broke others. So first of all, one final apology to all of the map creators affected this week and to anybody who watched the shows this week relying on my accuracy and impartiality and me messing up badly. Of course, if you see anything that changes your mind about your viewers' choice votes, you might want to go back, click back into the video and just amend your vote. That's if anything changes. Well, what did I think? Well, let's start off with Monday's map, which was Kebabolingen by Brodaty, one of the older maps we've done recently. Now, this one wasn't too much affected. Certainly the water flow wasn't affected. The water level was slightly affected when we came down to this little area here. The ships were, yes, they were stranded on the sand, and now they're stranded on the sand, but also partly submerged as well. That is pretty much the biggest, most major change between what you saw on Monday and what you can see now. So really nothing for me to do apart from say I gave it 3 stars for aesthetics, 2 for detail and 4 for gameplay. I don't really see how that is affected by the Tides mod. So Kebabolingen by Brodaty, no change in the ratings there. Then on Tuesday we went to Boreness by Vekk. Now this is the one with the river that was emptying at one end then emptying at the other, obviously very seriously affected by the tides. Now I did actually say in my review right at the very end that the only reason why it didn't get 3 stars for gameplay was because of that stop-start. So it is a 3-star for gameplay map. So 3 for aesthetics, 3 for detail, 3 for gameplay. Boreness by Vekk is a perfectly fine map, so don't overlook it. Then on Wednesday we went to ILHA GRANDE by RJ, i.e. Rio de Janeiro. Thank you very much commenters for letting me know RJ Rio de Janeiro. Probably could have guessed it, but I didn't. By Persis 2000. This map, a very nice coastal road, but we're not here for the coasts, we're here for the water. And the biggest issue with this map and the water was glitchy sand. We needed more sand on the beaches. And of course with the correct water level, there is plenty of sand on the beaches. So I have to take that back. We had a little bit of a glitchy river here as well, but now the water levels are correct. No glitchiness there. Basically, it's perfectly fine. The whole map is pretty solid. Now, in terms of pushing it up ratings, I don't feel that I can. Because have a look here. This would be a quarry, and I don't mind the pixelization on a quarry. That kind of works, I think, a little bit. But if we have a look at the general hill work, it looks like it might pixelate all the way across the map. Now, if you're going to do some deforestation to be able to do some building of structures, etc., you might find the pixelization underneath all of these beautiful coverage of trees. So I'm thinking that all well and good what you can see, but going to the next level and maybe doing some clearance, I'm not so sure so much. So I gave it good ratings anyway, 3 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail and 4 for gameplay. I don't feel that having the extra sand on the beach in itself would be enough to guarantee that 4th star. Just not sure about it. ILHA GRANDE RJ by Persis 2000 will remain unchanged in the ratings. Then Las Terrazas by eminegap. Now this map had some very interesting features, like up here in the hills we have the gouging and the, we'll call it terrain work. Okay, we'll call it terrain work. And I wasn't sure if it was artwork, maybe it was a saxophonist or something. Couldn't quite work out what, if anything, it was supposed to be. Now I'm showing you that because we need to remember that would come under, it would come under aesthetics, but also that is heavy detailing, yeah? Now what we had a problem with in terms of water were these inlets which drained. There was water in them when I loaded the map and they drained and then they didn't really refill because of the tides mod, because I had it switched on, and that is a major change. So we do have permanent water in those ravines. We have permanent water coming through here with the bridge as well. So there's all those things. One thing though I did show actually during the review was there is over here a little island somewhere with a ship stuck on it. Where are you? There we go. This little one over here. Now, we've still got the island, and with the water at the correct level, that ship is still, well, wedged on way too high. So I do feel the water level is still too low, but by raising the water level, you will actually drown some of those trees. So you'll have to do some cleaning up of the trees as well. It's just one of those double-barreled things. I do feel it's a map that is so nearly there, but it's not quite. And I've got to stick with my original ratings. 2 for aesthetics, no 3s there, 2 for detail, and 2 for gameplay. It's so close to being quite a nice map. So close. Las Terrazas by eminegzap. There you go. Then we went on Friday to Farire Archipelago by HooHeeHaa, and this one had this second island with the potential for an airport on it. Big old gap across to the main island. I really like this. I really like this map. I'm saying it now. Now have a quick look on the end of this island though. The ship is still marooned quite a long way up. So I do feel the water levels could be raised a little bit more there. And then we had this potential for a coral reef. I'm not sure if it is intended or not, but benefit of the doubt, I like it. And I like it more now the water level is a little bit higher. Certainly not enough to give it an extra star. I mean, that is not an extra star on a map. It's a solid map. I am a big fan of this one. It's a personal thing. You can make your own decisions, but I'm sticking with my original ratings of 4, 4 and 4, and you got the BonBonB seal of approval. And changing the water levels, well, the only thing that really downs me is the height of that boat on the beach, or lack of a beach. Very nice. I like this one. And we finished on Saturday by going to Bury NSW, New South Wales by Dongwater. This map was completely unaffected by the tides mod. The tide would come in, it would go out, and that's it. So therefore, as it's completely unaffected, the one that works best with the tides mod, I gave this 4 for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 3 for gameplay potential. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. It's completely unaffected, as should you be. There we go, Bury NSW by Dongwater 67, and that is it. We've now re-reviewed, corrected the ratings on all of the maps that we reviewed this week that needed changing, just the one that needed an amendment. Could make arguments for maybe another one, but yeah, I'm sticking with that. Anyway, it's the week of the 1000th show, so make sure you don't miss any this week. There's a lot going to be happening, especially on Wednesday, because that's the big one. Thanks for watching anyway, and once again, one big apology from me to you, with love from BonBonB.